of Los Angeles Valley College and the Los Angeles Community College District.
Portions of this program may have been pre-recorded.
Home of the Monarch, baby. This is where we study. The voice of Valley, hear me. Monarch Radio, play me. Turn up, students, listen. We are Monarch KVCM 95.1. Tune in.
Everybody, it's your girl Krissy Luv with the Plug Radio Lay. We are back. We are plugged in. I got my co-host D-Mac from the West and the lovely Rosie. You guys, welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's go.
So with that said, Rosie, D-Mac, we got a great guest in the house.
Let's go.
So everybody, tonight on the Plug Radio Lay, in collaboration with 95.1 KVCM, we have Mr. You Know Who Did It. He's smooth, mysterious, and he's letting that rhythm speak for itself. He's a producer, an entrepreneur, a Compton genius, and he's making beats since he was knee-high to a duck. He's calm, collected, and he's letting the music do the talking. Everybody, give it up for Mr. Boomer Did It. Boomer, yes. Welcome to the Plug Radio Lay. How are you?
Good, I'm good. Love Piece of Park. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for your time. I know it's late. It's 11:08 Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. But hey, what better time to catch up with you, right?
Listen, I'm on the tail end of the studio session, so it's perfect.
I love it. And that's what we said when we first started the show. And we were like, oh, the late night slots are good for us because everybody I know is usually up late because you guys are in the studio. D-Mac, Rosie, I don't know if you met Boomer or had the chance to speak to him. Everybody out there, go to our YouTube at the Plug Radio Lay because we did do our first plugmentary on this genius. So you guys have to watch, you have to watch. But D-Mac, Rosie, Boomer, y'all meet each other.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yes. So you're from Compton, right? And let's just get to it. Let's talk about.
I say Compton by the way of the IE. Fontana and Compton, and both of them places is a major part of my story.
Okay, I like that. So it's not just one place; it's a couple different places that really entwine in that beautiful story you got to tell. Before we start talking about your story, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Boomer. To sum it up, I'm a producer. You know, I produce clothing, music, engineer as well. I do photography. I'm just all around entrepreneur.
I like that. And so as far as music, like what moment in your life like really made you realize that you wanted to dedicate yourself to like the whole music game?
I think it might have been sitting down with James DeBarge at a piano and singing All This Love.
Oh my God, the DeBarge. Wow. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
James,
it.
shout out to him.
Okay, perfect. Shout out to you, Mr. James DeBarge. Wow, that's great. So tell us, how did you even get started in music?
I got started really, my pops and my cousin got a group called Second to None out the late 80s, early 90s West Coast, out of Compton as well. And just coming up watching them do their thing. As a child, I was around, the little times I was around, I was absorbing all that they was doing and paying attention and observing and just learning things. I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. But as I got older, you know, I kind of ventured off doing my own thing and then just came back to the music. Naturally.
Nice. Yeah, because when I introduced you, I did say you've been doing music since you were knee-high to a duck. So you started very young, and you play a lot of different instruments, correct?
I play mostly keys, and I'll be fiddling around with the bass and the guitar a little bit.
Nice. And so you do music. You grew up in Compton. You grew up in the IE. What has been like your biggest, I would say, influence in your life, in your career, that has kind of got you to where you are today?
I would say just the biggest influence has been life, for real. Just seeing the contrast of being in the IE, being in Compton, being in these different areas and seeing the lifestyles and adapting to certain lifestyles and living and just, embodying all that.
Yeah, you said life, right? Life will really kick you in your butt. Oh man. And with that said, like what challenges in life have taught you the most about yourself?
The challenges in life, shoot, really having to learn to not be overextending, not to overextend myself and not to, as given as I am and helpful as I am, sometimes it'd be difficult when you
Yeah.
give, and then don't receive as you giving, and that put you back a little bit in the long run. But it's all a learning lesson, and I'm grateful to be able to learn from that and continue to push and still have that drive.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like you can lose focus on your drive and that happened to me this summer. I literally lost focus and then I had to like literally set myself down and say, "Hey girl, like get it together." What would you say like your moments have been? Like how do you get your drive back?
I think my drive. I don't think I've ever really fully lost my drive. Like there's been moments where I felt like giving up or quitting and all that, but at the same time, my spirit won't allow me to do so because this is like what I'm meant to do. Like when I it's certain songs or certain things that I speak on, and when I see people react or resonate with certain people, or I'm like, okay, this is what it's about. It's bigger than just me trying to be an artist or trying to be a producer or whatever the case is. It's actually resonating with people and touching people, and not just in my city, touching people in places that I've never been, like across the world. And they
Mm-hmm.
tapping in with me, like, dang, okay, like this is what it's about for real. It's bigger than me.
Yeah, that's so true. So,
You,
D-Mac, I know you have a question. Go
I
ahead.
do, I do. Boomer, I want to ask you, man. You said that Pops was in second to none. As an artist, I'm an artist as well. I wanted to know how has that shaped you in your personal career and the way that you attack music? Do you feel like that's something that has been a hindrance? Like, do you feel like you have to live up to that, or like just what's your thought process on growing up under that?
Uh, some aspects, the only thing like hindrance maybe is trying to, if I was to put that pressure on trying to live up to what they've done, which I haven't really did that, so I don't really feel it. But other than that, it's really helped me as far as like seeing them maneuver and all that they've learned from being in the industry in 30 plus years, and then getting to the point to actually working with them and doing things with them in a professionalism. So now as I approach my work and doing my shows, I'm not rapping over my vocals, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm not like, I had to learn not to overproduce my tracks. I had to learn, and that come from being around them and being professional.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Professional. I like that because a lot of people don't really take the industry as a professional one. They'll make good music or do whatever they got to do, but they don't understand the professionalism that comes along with it. So, and I think that's, and I know you obviously, but once you guys start to get to know Boomer, you guys will see that you're very professional, you're very dedicated, and you're very calm, cool, and collective. Like
Yeah.
what is that? Have you always been this calm? Like you're just really cool, you know? Like you're just always like, hey
Uh,
man.
Uh, I mean, I used to be a little firecracker, but you go through stuff and you learn. Okay, I don't have to react to everything, and everything doesn't need a reaction. So, at this point in my life, I be laid back most of the time.
Yeah,
Peace. I'd rather have my peace.
seriously, and stay and stay with people that don't take that piece from you too. So, how do you turn
Exactly.
like obstacles into creative opportunities?
By by really really analyzing what it is, depending on the obstacle and how to approach it. learning how to approach things because I had to learn how. Like I said, I used to be a little firecracker, so my approach wasn't always the right approach. But as I got older and start going through more and more, you learn how to approach things in the proper manner to where you still able to maintain who you are and not mess up any relationships or opportunities that may come forth.
Yeah, yeah.
So Boomer, I want to ask you something real quick, if you don't mind, Chris, if I interject.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
So I mean, we're just gonna leave it at firecracker. I know what you mean by that, but
Yeah. I like the firecracker
so
though.
what? How have you learned, you know, from your firecracker stage to maneuver within the business side of the music industry? It seems firecracker-ish, but a lot of these guys just be talking. So how do you keep it professional and how do you maneuver in this space? You know, being a young firecracker, as you said.
I maneuver because, like, as somebody like that, you got to understand when things happen or you see certain individuals portraying or trying to portray something, you know what's what. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
If you
sir.
really been there or whatever the case is, you know, okay, he just talking. I'm not even finna entertain that. So
Mm.
it's like, what do I engage and then put myself in a position or a predicament to where it's like now I may potentially damage my business relationship or whatever the case may. No, I'm not going to do that. So let me just go ahead and step back, especially if it don't have to do with me. But sometimes it's necessary to speak up on things because a lot of people don't speak up on it because they be comfortable in their position or whatever the case may be. And sometimes that might put you back in this business, you know, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to speak up for what's right.
Exactly. Yeah. Speak up for what's right, you know. That's why we have our voices. And what about
Exactly.
a dream that you've always wanted to chase outside of music? Because I know you just don't do music. What do we have here? We got you're doing your podcast still, right?
Yeah, we well, it's a couple podcasts. We on a slight pause right now. We just moved into a new space, so I've been working on getting this space all the way together so we can kick it back up and have somewhere inside where we doing podcasting. But
Nice.
on top of that, you know, my whole brand, the Remedy Yard, you know, that's the umbrella where all my other brands fall up under, where it's my photography, my production, doing my clothing, which is relief apparel, my group, the Yarders, and everybody that I work with as well within that, you know.
Nice, nice. And so, you guys, as we're speaking about all the great things that Boomer did it has done or is doing, right? Tell everybody where they can find you.
Y'all can find me at boomerdidit.com, which would be like the hub of everything. But if not there, you can find me on any social media platform. The main ones at Boomer Did It. It's all the same at Boomer Did It. One word: BOOMERDIDIT.
Yes, you guys make sure you follow now so you can follow along with what we're talking about. Now, you're still doing the merch, right?
Definitely.
Yes, I remember you guys, you had the sweatshirts. You gave my daughter one. She loved it. And then she took it to school. This is when she was in junior high. This is so long ago. And then
Yeah.
everybody at her school was like, I want one. So I'm glad you're still doing that. What are like some of the daily actions that have really made like a big difference in your life that you do?
Um, giving thanks.
Yeah.
Giving thanks and being, you know what I'm saying, regardless of like, man, I want more for myself, but then it's also being appreciative of what I have and how far I've come, because I have come a long way. And sometimes we take that for granted, you know.
Yeah, so true,
That
so
that
true.
that really keep me grounded just to be able to say, I woke up, thank you. Thank you
Hmm.
for everything. Uh,
Yeah, because there's no guarantee we're gonna wake up. There is
For
no
real.
guarantee. And if we do wake up, there's no guarantee we're gonna make it to bed. So yeah, I gotta give thanks, people. I gotta give thanks. Rosie D Mac.
Hey, sorry, I feel a little under the weather. Um,
Oh no.
hey, Boomer. For anybody or everybody that's trying to make it big on this industry, like what is the biggest or the best advice you could give them?
My best advice would be, one, be authentic, and two, learn the business that you're trying to be in, because it's one thing to get popping and do all that, but you can be popping and not know the business, and then you look back 20 years that went by and you ain't made a dime off of the things that you didn't put forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So learn the business, whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports, whatever the case may be. Learn your business. It's called the industry because there's business attached to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true. Yeah. Read. I think too, a lot of the issues today is a lot of people don't read. I remember growing up, I read a lot. I don't know. Did you guys read a lot?
Definitely.
There's Audible now.
Yeah,
Right?
Audible kind of messed that up. And I like that you brought that up, Chris. Boomer, what's a book that you got on the shelf that you would recommend to just anyone, not even necessarily industry wise, just something that, is a book that has made an impact on your life?
A book that kind of changed my perspective, and I got to give a shout out to Ranch for 1500 because he put me up on this piece of literature, was 10,000 Hours. 10,000 Hours. I can't remember who the author is.
That's the road to mastery.
I want to say Phyllis Lane, but I'm not sure. That and the Four Agreements. Those two kind of shifted my perspective from that firecracker to now, and that really put things in perspective and allowed me to see things from a different side. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
And that's what you always talk about, D-Mac, right? The 10,000, putting in 10,000 hours.
You got to put that 10,000 hours in on the road to mastery.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's so true. And the more you guys do it, the better you'll get at it. And I mean, every time I get online or I go to Instagram or whatever it is, I see you working. Like, that's all you do. Do you do anything else besides your craft? Like, you are really dedicated. I love the discipline.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I live life. I don't put everything on the internet, but a major part of my life is my craft. This is what I dedicated my life to, and in order to get to the next level, you got to put them hours in. So I'll be putting them hours in.
Yeah. And that's so sad that how I think, and how not just me, but how the world has made me think now, like, oh, it's not on you. Like you just said, I don't put everything on the gram, you do have a life, but when people like look at you, they're like, oh, that's all he does or whatever. Social media, because I know we didn't all grow up with social media. How do you feel like that's changed, like what you do?
It helps me get to more people faster. It helps me get to more people faster, but it also hurts in a way that it's a saturation thing, because it's accessible to everybody. And then it's a copycat type thing. People see this go start doing something, or it's doing numbers. Everybody want to do it, or everybody want to say this phrase, or everybody. It's like I don't really be liking that part of it, but it is helpful though in reaching audiences that you may have never been able to reach. Just being local. So like I could tap in with. I got homies from France and Japan. Like I just did a project with a homie from France.
Nice.
So stuff like that, and that's from social media. He tapped in with me on social media. We chopped it up, and then he came out here, and
Really?
we did a project of it.
Oh, cool. I love it. See, yeah, that's the advantage of social media. Back in my days, you'd have to walk like 6 blocks to get to a payphone, just to call somebody.
Social media back then was scooters, bikes, and feet.
Right?
And tag and whatever, what I'm saying?
It's so true.
So I want to know, now on the social media level, yes, it's a great marketing tool. How do you use it besides, just showing what you do? I've studied your page a little bit, and I seen you just did that DIY studio build. That was great. But like, besides just showing what you do, how do you use it as a tool as to push yourself out to these new people that you wouldn't know otherwise?
I don't see when I'm posting, like I don't really post. I don't post to be like, this is gonna attack, or this is gonna reach out to this crowd. I just post, you know what I'm saying? Like it might be something I like, or I'll be like, oh, that's cool, or I did this today, and people gravitate toward it naturally. I'm more so of a don't force it type of person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's meant, it'll happen. So the things that I do post is just like me in my natural state, and some people like it, some people don't. I'm not looking to go viral or none of that, but if it happened to go viral, cool.
Yeah. You guys make sure you go viral with Boomer Did It. Get in tune with Boom at BOOMERDIDIT. Make sure you follow him now. Before we go to break, I do have a quick question. When you're in the studio snacks, what's fueling your genius when you're making beats? I'm curious.
Shoot, it depends. It'd be random sometimes, but I like to keep. I for sure like to keep some liquids, I might got some Powerade or some water or some sparkling water, and pistachios or something.
Okay.
Some turkey jerky or stuff like that.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay, I was just trying to see what type of guy you are when you're eating them snacks. So when you come down to our Plugs Giving, we know what kind of snacks to have for Mr. Boomer Did It. D-Mac, Rosie, do you have anything before we do go to break?
We definitely gonna have some pistachios on deck for sure.
I got food poisoning from pistachios. I can't eat those. I was probably, it was like clear as day. I was probably about 10 years old. We used to live in Hollywood. Oh, I got so sick. Oh no, I can't ever look at a pistachio again. So when I come to your studio, I won't be having any of those.
You know what? I mean, my bad.
What happened?
I'm keep the pistachios away from her.
Yeah, please do. Even when I look at him, just thinking about him, I was literally, when you're talking about, I was rubbing my head. I got deathly ill though. I don't know why. But you guys, with that said, we'll be back with Boomer Did It. It's your girl Krissy Luv, Plug Radio Late 95.1 KVCM. We're back after this break. We gotta pay some bills.
From the Humanities Building to the TV studio, Monarch Radio is everywhere.
Invest in your campus experience. Pay your $10 ASO fee today. Paying your $10 ASO fee unlocks valuable campus resources and opportunities. With your fee, you gain access to a counselor, free food at ASO events, the ability to join or charter clubs, run for student government, apply for scholarships, attend field trips, and more. Invest in your college experience today. For more info, email asu@lavc.edu or call 818-778-5516. And now, your LAVC 411.
This is Teresa Acosta with your campus news. Stay connected and informed, Monarchs. The vibrant new Valley Academic and Cultural Center is nearing completion, getting ready to house our media arts and theater departments. We're also expanding with a new academic complex designed to bring students modern learning spaces for a better campus experience. In the meantime, the fall semester is in full swing. Don't forget that your campus ID can get you a free Metro Go pass card, saving you time and money on your daily commute. And there's always something happening on campus, from club meetings to performances. Be sure to check the LAVC website for a full calendar of events to stay engaged with our community. For more campus news and student stories, keep it locked right here on Monarch Radio, the voice of Valley College.
This is Carlos with Monarch Radio Campus Sports. It's time to cheer on our teams as they compete for victory. Stay up to date with all the action from your Los Angeles Valley College athletes. Our Monarchs are ready to dominate on the field, in the pool, and on the court. Whether it's a clutch goal, a game-winning touchdown, or a thrilling serve, you'll hear it here first. Cheer on our football team as they make big plays under the night lights at Monarch Stadium. Get ready to dive in with our water polo squads as they compete for glory. And follow our men's and women's soccer team as they kick their way to the top of the standings. You can find schedules, news, and more by visiting lavcathletics.com. That's lavcathletics.com. Don't miss a minute of the Monarchs action. Stay tuned for more sports programming on Sundays right here on Monarch Radio, the voice of Valley College.
This is Monarch Radio Campus Talk, a brief survey of what LAVC students think. This week's question is, what is your most challenging class and why?
I would have to say photography. That one, I'm not as tech savvy. I don't know much about the cameras, and it's just been giving me a headache the whole semester.
I have to say my statistics class. Class is super boring. I'm too lazy to study sometimes.
I have to admit those biology general ed classes are to die for. Literally, biology 3, and I'm stuck with it.
Oh, my most challenging class, it's gotta be broadcasting. Oh, it's so, I don't understand. He's got a shell here, a shell there. He says to come to campus, he says to come to school. I don't get it, Mr. B. Help! That's Campus Talk on the station with ideas, thoughts, stories, and more. Monarch Radio, the voice of Valley College.
Do you like vinyl, coffee, ice cream, and pie? This message just might be for you. Looking for the perfect spot to relax, enjoy great music, and satisfy your taste buds? Look no further than the new American Pie Records Coffee House in Old Town Camarillo, featuring a full espresso bar, delicious ice cream, and fresh homemade pie. It's the perfect place to kick back. Plus, enjoy live music every week, creating the perfect atmosphere while you browse through an incredible collection of vinyl records, including jazz, rock, and more. Want to know more? Call 805-388-9600. That's 805-388-9600. Or log on to AmericanPieRecords.com. Discover your new favorite hangout in Ventura County at the American Pie Records Coffee House in Camarillo. For more information, call 805-388-9600. That's 805-388-9600. Again, 805-388-9600. Come on out and have some fun.
Southern California, change is in the air. SoCal Gas is leading the way toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. We're investing in renewable energy, cutting emissions, and helping communities transition to a greener tomorrow. Small changes like energy-efficient appliances and smart thermostats can make a big impact. Together we can build a cleaner California. Visit SoCalGas.com/environment to learn how you can be part of the change. SoCal Gas, fueling a cleaner future. A public service announcement from Monarch Radio, the voice of Valley College.
Diversity is a core value of 95.1 KVCM Monarch Radio. We welcome, value, and promote diversity among staff, students, and our community. We cultivate a respectful, inclusive, and accessible working and learning environment. We work effectively in different cultural contexts to serve the educational and linguistic needs of a diverse community, and we develop the capacity to understand issues of difference, power, and privilege. Thank you for listening and participating.
Portions of this program may have been pre-recorded.
95.1 KVCM Monarch Radio, home of the Monarchs.
And you heard it, home of the Monarchs, 95.1 KVCM, home of the Plug Radio LA. You guys, I know it's the first week of class. I got 5 great pieces of advice for all my college students out there right now, whether you're a student at LAVC, wherever it is. Number 1, follow your curiosity. Don't just study what you have to, make sure you explore what excites you. Number 2, manage your time wisely, you guys. Seriously, deadlines are real. You do not want to be on that last minute crunch full of anxiety trying to get your projects done. Make sure you guys, number 3, ask questions. Professors, peers, professionals, the whole entire campus is at your fingertips. You guys ask questions, which leads me to number 4. Make sure you guys network. Connections. Use those connections because those connections will open doors later. And number 5, my biggest fear, failure. don't be afraid to fail because mistakes are part of learning and growth. With that said, we have back in the studio here Mr. Boomer Did It, who was never afraid to fail. He always asked questions. He made sure to network. He managed his time wisely, and he forever follows his curiosity. So with that said, Mr. Boomer, how do you do it all? What you been up to lately?
Lately, I'm working on this Virgo season 4 project.
I saw that.
As well as some other projects with some artists. Shout out to YN Vaughn. I'm working on her EP as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
are you producing that or?
Yeah. Producing, engineering.
Nice.
But those are the two main projects that I'm working on currently. Before this, we put out a project as the Yarders, which is called First Down this year, and also like the project that I was speaking to y'all about earlier, the one with my boy from France, Mon 4, called Good News. So that's all that's been in the works, and then probably gearing up for the stuff for next year.
You said that's all. I'm like, that's a lie. That's cool. You're busy.
That's yeah. I stay busy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like it. You're like a superhero. And speaking about superheroes, what superhero what type of superhero or who would make the best music producer? So which superhero would make the best music producer and why? In your opinion.
Which superhero would make the best music producer?
Yeah, and why?
That's an interesting question. Dang. Dang, that's crazy. Iron Man probably because he was technology man, having all the technology and being able to do things that the other people can't. He'd probably be ahead of the game. He would have had AI before.
Oh man.
So if you could add anything to your Iron Man suit, you know what I mean? Like, what would it be? Would you have a FL setup in there? Actually, I want you to answer that, and then also, what DAW is your favorite?
I have a subwoofer on my Iron Man suit. 212 or 15 or something. But with DAW.
Yeah, let's nerd out a little bit.
To be honest with you, I ain't really been using DAWs lately. I've been on this MPC-1, a Kai MPC-1.
Okay.
I've been running this Juno into that. This Roland Juno DS into that, and as well as these Rackman. I've been doing a little bit of old school way,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
With the new gear, but my DAW of choice prior to this was Reason.
Okay.
Reason and Pro Tools.
And you old school with it. You talk about Reasons. A lot of these young cats don't know nothing about Reasons. What was your first? What was your first experience with Pro Tools? What was the first one that you started using, or that you saw?
Probably Pro Tools 7.
Okay.
Probably Pro Tools 7. I think I was like 15.
Wow.
Now, are you classically trained? Did you go to school for this, or you learned just from being around the studio?
Yeah, I learned from being around. I ain't classically trained or nothing like that. I play by ear, but I did take a few classes, piano classes, like to learn theory and fundamentals and stuff like that.
Okay.
Nice. And so when you said Iron Man, and you said you mentioned AI. Let's talk about AI for a second, because AI is crazy. Like, how do you feel AI will? I don't know if it was going to be something good that we look at when it comes to like the music entertainment industry, or if it's going to be something bad. Like, what are your thoughts on AI?
I think with AI, the bad thing about AI is the people that use it, because AI don't do nothing without you telling it to do it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the people that use it in a way to manipulate and all that, that's where it's like, dang, you know, it could be looked at as a bad thing, but if you use it in a right way as a tool, then I mean, hey, like when it comes to music production and all that though, I don't feel I don't know. I can't call it. We in a whole different era where certain things is allowed. Me personally, my spirit won't let me like just do AI beats, but some people like just getting started and they might have an idea and AI just take that whole thing to the next level. It's like, oh, I made this beat.
Yeah.
Me personally, it's that, you know,
I,
that ain't my thing. But
I like what you said about that because I feel the same way as a producer, and it's I wonder, do you think that it's okay to take certain ideas? You know what I mean? Like you can put something in AI and then take an idea and run with it. It's almost like using a sample. How do you feel about that?
now it depends on what you put. Like if you putting somebody else stuff in there and then trying to take from that, that's a violation.
Of
Yeah,
course,
definitely
of
for
course.
sure. You guys don't do
But
that.
if you like, but like if you putting something that you created in there and then it gives you like some type of idea, like for instance me, if I was to use it like that, I would put some that I've created in there, and if it give me something that I don't have, I might take that and sample it and chop it up and make it my own. You know what I'm saying? To where
Right, right.
my creativity is still being used. It ain't just like do this for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That makes total
Like
sense. Total sense.
I have used AI a little bit like to do like certain things where I have ideas or I wrote a hook and I'm like I didn't reached out for somebody to try to sing it or whatever the case and people playing it's like, you know what, let me try this, put these lyrics in this and it's a hook song like okay cool. You
Nice.
know, my hook is
Yeah.
done.
I
Done.
like
But
that.
other than
Yeah.
that, that's more so like using it as a tool. Other than that, though, I don't
Yeah. Yeah,
know.
that's using it as a tool. But not to get off topic, I did hear about people using AI to write wedding vows. I think that's bad. But moving
That's stuff come
along.
from the heart.
So, if your music becomes a food, is it sweet, spicy, or something that makes people like question their life choices?
My music is gonna be soul. This shit is gonna be soul food.
Nice. I like that. Do you cook?
A little bit. I need to get back in the kitchen. I be playing. I could cook, but I be like I don't be feeling like cooking because it take long and then it be gone. And I be
Yeah.
like, man, I done spent all this time and then you know. But I
Right?
definitely do need to get back in the kitchen because for one, fast food and all that be too much money, and for two, you never know. You know what I'm saying? What people may be doing to the food, or
Oh,
they may be undercooking it, and then you know get sick and all that. So yeah, but
yeah.
when you cooking, you know exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Like I got sick of them pistachio nuts and they weren't even cooked. Nobody even cooked them. Boomer, what's one production trick or secret that like most people don't know about your workflow?
Shoot. I don't know, cause I do Who Did It Wednesdays. It's a segment called Who Did It Wednesdays where I invite people to into my creative process. I've been doing it for probably about what this will be the 33rd week.
Who did it Wednesdays?
So
Oh.
yeah, where I
Wait.
live stream for about an hour or
Oh.
two, and I'm on there creating from scratch. You know, when sometimes it's dope, sometimes it's not, but it's just the raw process, and I enjoy sharing that process and experience with people because they get to see how things are made, and it's like this is the result may be way different from this, but y'all saw the process, so you respect it a little bit more. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid to show my process and certain tricks and stuff like that. But I mean, my thing would probably just be like cleaning up, like back in the day they called it truncating, but you know, envelope, cleaning up the drums. Like if I got a clap and it got a long tail on it, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna clean that up and then make my drums smack a little harder, or I make the sound. You know what I'm saying? It leave a little bit more room for it
Yep. And you guys were listening to Boomer Did It on 95.1 KVCM, the station with news, entertainment, music. So, D-Mac, Rosie, do you have any questions before I move on to my rapid fire on the Plug Radio Lay?
If I could ask one last question before we go on, and let Boomer, we find out who Boomer really is. I would like to know, like what is it that makes you? I know music moves you, but what is it that makes you want to get up one day and just lock in?
As far as what, the music?
Yeah, if you want to go deeper, we can go deeper, but really just on a music level, like why are you so focused? What keeps you focused? The things of that nature. Like why do you do what you do?
Well, part of that is what I spoke on earlier. Like, once you do it and then you see you resonate with people across the world that you ain't never even places you ain't been. Like, for instance, my first album came out in 2012. I sold most of the copies of that album, and I was still doing hard copies. I had I think 500 CDs of hard copies, like physical CDs. I sold the majority of those in like Japan, the UK, Russia, and it was like I was trying to slang them or get them off here at home in LA and all that, and Compton and around the area. Yeah, it was here and there, but they was tapping in like, I need 30. You know what I'm saying? I need 10. Can you send me 20? And that right there was like, it's something that I'm saying, or something that it's something there. It's definitely something there, and that's why I say it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
And that's my why, knowing that it's bigger than me. I might feel a way, or I might just be speaking my story, and this might resonate with somebody across in Afghanistan or South Africa or Ghana, because these type of people have tapped in with me and let me know. And that be the thing where it's like, oh, I can't give this up. My spirit won't allow me to.
Yeah, that's amazing. So
I love that.
I love that you sold that internationally. What did you put it on the internet and then? Back in 2012, I don't remember what was going on. Did we have internet? Were we using it like we were today? No, right?
The internet was around. The internet was around. It wasn't as like it is now, but
of course, yeah,
it definitely was around. But yeah, I had the guy I was going through. That's when the Compton Swap Meet was still cracking. So it was a store in the Compton Swap Meet called Psychedelic Records.
Oh,
and
yes, Psychedelic Records.
Kirk actually helped me press my album up, and shout out to Sir Jinx as well, because Sir Jinx was the first one. He helped me get that album onto streaming platforms.
Nice.
And Kirk helped me press my physical copies up. So those two right there was pivotal parts of me getting to a wider audience, because Kirk had an audience that was tapped in like in Korea and Japan and stuff like that. And Jinx is Jinx. If y'all know who Sir Jinx is, that's like all that early Ice Cube stuff.
Yeah.
So that right there is my foundation of professionalism in this business, because that was my first album, my first introduction to the world.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I remember the actual like stores you could go in and buy music. You could touch like the tapes, and man, I don't think too many people know about the tapes. So we have a segment that Rosie and D-Mac don't know about, because I just made it up today. It's called Rapid Fire on the Plug. So it's quick questions, fast answers. You got like about 1 second to answer the question, or I'm moving on to the next. You ready? I probably got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, probably about 15 questions. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Morning beats or late night vibes?
Morning.
Coffee, tea, or energy drinks in the studio?
Tea.
Favorite plugin or piece of gear you can't live without?
MPC.
Vinyl or digital?
Vinyl.
Biggest inspiration right now?
Life.
One word to describe your sound?
Authentic.
First concert you ever attended?
Isley Brothers.
Go-to studio snack?
Pistachio.
I knew it. Hidden talent outside of music.
Funny. I don't know.
Hey, that's a talent. You got to literally being funny is a talent. Dream collab that hasn't happened yet.
James DeBarge.
Most played song on your playlist this week.
Probably Virgo season 4 stuff.
Favorite city to perform in?
Detroit.
One emoji that sums up your music style?
Bomb.
Beat making or songwriting, which comes first?
Beat making.
Last question, studio pet peeve.
People that don't, when people be in this mud that don't do nothing and acting like they know, that's annoying. Like, be quiet. If you don't have the skill or the talent and you're not doing nothing or contributing, be quiet.
Studio etiquette is a thing, and a lot of people don't realize that.
No, it's true. You know, of course, I met you both from the big entertainment school I used to work at many years ago. And that was a class. It was like one of the first classes, studio etiquette. They taught that to the students. I don't know if any of them, a lot of the guys didn't really get it, but man, they would sit in my office and be like, yeah, Christiana this and that. And like, they didn't even have a pot to piss in. And then DMAC would walk in, for example, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I just got off tour with so and so and so. And then as soon as one of you guys would walk out, they'd be like, so my music hasn't. I'd be like, whoa, you're faking the funk. But yeah, you guys, be about it. Be about it. You find a secret portal in your studio, okay, Boomer? Secret portal in your studio. Where does it lead? And what's the soundtrack?
It probably lead to the 80s, and the soundtrack is I don't know, blaxploitation mixed with mixed with G-Funk, I guess.
Okay, I like it. I like the 80s. Oh my God, the 80s was the best. D-Mac Rosie.
If I had a portal?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if you had a question, but hey, let's talk about your portal. D-Mac's like, if I had a portal.
It's a time period?
Hey, it's a portal that leads back in time. Time portal. Well, I guess a time portal could lead you back or forward. I don't know.
You know what? I want to go forward. I want to see what's going on because things have been crazy around here lately. So I want to see what's about to happen.
And I would want to go backwards because I would want to change what's already happening now.
And I'm not going in any time portal because I'm too scared. So I'm going to stay right where I'm at and still not like pistachio nuts, but love everything that Boomer does. Boomer, please tell everybody. I know we have a few more minutes, but you guys get your pens, papers. I know I'm a pen paper girl. Get your computers, laptops, your phones, whatever it is. Type in this man's social right now. Boomer, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me at Boomer Did It on all social media, or you can go to boomerdidit.com, and that's where you'll find everything Boomer Did It. That's BOOMERDIDIT, all one word. You can find me on your music apps as well, Boomer Did It, and YouTube, Boomer Did It TV.
Nice, nice. And where does your name originate from, Boomer Did It?
Well, Boomer, I was originally going by Boomer, which is a name that my granny gave me before birth. And once I started doing beats and all that, the homies was saying like, man, who did that? It was like Boomer did it. Boomer did it. Oh, Boomer did that. It was like, oh, Boomer did it. That sounded kind of hard. It flowed. And then as I got over the years, I guess people took it as like an ego thing, and I didn't want it to be portrayed like that or received like that. So I came up with an acronym, and it stands for Being Optimistic, Overcoming My Everyday Reality Did It.
Oh.
Come on now.
Right? Okay.
Come on now.
You read a lot of books. We know that.
Come on now.
I like that. You just shut it down. I don't think anybody else this season is going to top that one. So what can we look forward to?
Y'all can look forward to a lot of good music on the way, as well as like I was saying, I do live streams. So Mondays I do something called Press Play Monday, where I'm going live and I'm allowing upcoming artists or even established artists, whoever want to come in, tap in, send music through. All I ask is that y'all be y'all are okay with internet critique, because I can't control what the internet and people on it say, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So that's Press Play Monday. Who Did It Wednesdays is where I invite you guys into my creative process, whether it be my mixing, whether it be video editing, or whether it just be me in here cooking up beats. And then You Fool Me Fridays is usually I do a Q&A, or I post a freestylist type video where it probably be a popular beat, and I do it Boom's way, where I do my own little rap over it.
Wow, this is fun. And you just set all this up yourself. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so you just set it all up and you stream it and all that.
Definitely.
I love it. Man, this is like, I wish we had all this technology and greatness when I was growing up. Riddle. Here's a riddle. I can be short. I can be long. I'm always found inside a song. What am I? D-Mac, Rosie,
Word.
Boomer. A note.
I was gonna say a hook.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Boomer, man, it's been an incredible journey. I've seen your journey since the start. Well, not since the start, but my start from when I met you. And
that was pretty much it right there.
Yeah, right? And I
started my professional career.
Yeah, seriously, like, you've come so far. I'm just so excited to see where you're going. You guys, make sure you go to the Plug Radio LA, the YouTube series. Boomer did it. We got his plugmentary on there. He was the first one to say yes to my offer of this plugmentary. You guys check him out. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Again, tell everybody where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on your social media platforms at Boomer Did It. Otherwise, boomerdidit.com. Make sure y'all get in tune with Boomer. Love, I appreciate y'all having me.
Right? And what Boomer won't be doing is offer me any pistachio nuts. It's your girl, Krissy Luv. Boomer, you know I love you. We will catch up soon, you guys. Have a good night. Thank you, Boomer. Have a beautiful evening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
From the humanities